Richo, you know me well, and you know how much I love a one-tray bake.
Easy to do.
Easy to do, but today I'm going to introduce some Spanish flavours, and this one is an absolute winner. Very delicious and packed with veggies as well.
I'm liking all of this. It's very simple ingredients, but you're going to put that Spanish twist on it that we love. The
Spanish influence is coming. Could you please wedge the red onions for me? And I'm using red onions because I think they personally work better in a bake. A little bit sweeter, I find. They
call these Spanish onions, even though they're not quite Spanish onions, but they are, I love them. They're great.
Yeah, they're great. They're a little bit sweet, so they're good raw, but they're beautiful in a bake. And I have to say, Richo, I'm using these veggies today, but you could really use whatever you wanted.
Carrots, celery, fennel,
chuck
onion,
it all in.
Garlic.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Am I going to line that tray for you?
You are, please. And I'm going to use some Glad Bake just because then I know you say this all the time, but it basically makes everything easier to clean because nothing sticks. Am I right?
Exactly.
Perfect. Let's do it. So, Richo, I have very fond memories of eating a lot of food in Spain on La Rambla.
Yes.
Have you been to Spain?
I haven't been to Spain. I've been very close to it, but I've been to Mexico many, many times.
Okay.
And there is a quite strong Spanish influence in Mexican cuisine.
Okay, there you go. Well, I have very fond memories on La Rambla in Barcelona. Yes. Just sitting there, and food is such an important part of Spanish culture. The beautiful potato bravas and all the, you know, the chickens and the... So this is kind of a combination of it all happening together.
The jamón, which is the Spanish style prosciutto.
Yes, I love that. You know, I like processed meat in moderation, but I love jamón.
Okay.
Holy moly. Now, that's some garlic cloves that you've seen. I've left the skin on because they're going to get nice and softened, and they're delicious when you squeeze them out in your mouth. It's a little garlic surprise.
I like that.
It goes quite sweet in the skin. It's not too pungent.
I love a surprise.
And I'm just going to add some avocado oil as well, Richo. Yes, please. Big crack of pepper.
Oh, I love that.
Beautiful.
Plenty of pepper on top.
Easy cooking.
When do the rest of the ingredients go on here?
Well, they're going to go later. So I'm adding a nice pinch of some Murray River salt flakes as well.
Gotcha.
This is going into the oven 20 minutes on 180 degrees. First step.
One tray, 2 steps.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Step 1 is done.
That looks fantastic. It smells great.
So it's not the eating time.
Really?
No, it's not the eating time yet. We're going to build to this, Richo. We're going to add plenty more goodness.
That tastes great just like this. I can't imagine it getting any better, but it will.
It will. I love your surprise and anticipation. Could you please cut the capsicum into strips? This often looks really nice, Richo, as well, if you start to add yellow. If you want this to look really beautiful when you take it to the table, I would use all sorts of peppers. Now, I'm going to add in some black Kalamata olives. And actually, I was about to start adding spices, but instead, I'm going to nestle in our little chicken bits.
Okay.
Now, I'm using thighs, and you know that I have a real love for chicken thighs, and I find they don't dry out as much, Richo, so I am a big fan of these in all my bakes. And then I use 2 spices that I think are quite classic in Spanish cooking. So some beautiful smoked paprika.
Loving that.
Yes, and then some oregano.
Ah, yes. You can use dried or fresh.
You can. I tend to use dried because I find it easier to kind of sauce. But yes, fresh if you can find it is absolutely glorious.
Now, I've got these tomatoes. You want me to poke them in there as well?
I want you to poke them in, nestle them in.
Okay.
See how this looks really beautiful? And if you've got even more different coloured capsicums, it looks beautiful on the table.
Put this in the oven, take it out and pop it in front of me and I'll just tuck into it.
That's it. That's just your serve, Richo.
I know.
Now, I'm putting some thyme in there as well, which is a beautiful fresh little herb.
About 3:45.
Don't have enough of it in my life. I was going to make the same joke. Look at us. We're so united. What's the word? In sync.
There we go. The pepper on there as well.
Beautiful. And that goes in for another 35 minutes, Richo, 180 degrees, and then we're good to go.
Here we go.
Richo, that's how it comes to the table.
I'm liking it. I get to eat it out of the tray?
You get to eat it out of the tray. You'd normally have a plate, but it's meant to be rustic Spanish-style chicken bake.
I love it. The chicken's cooked beautifully, lots of flavour there. I love the onions and the potato in there as well. I'm just going to get another piece of potato.
Good.
And you know what? All the juices are in the bottom. You know, if you crush the potatoes, they'll squash up all those juices and soak them up and become even more flavoursome.
You can dip bread in there if you want to, but you don't need it. Easy peasy, very nutritious.
And very Spanish as well.
It is.